Sports Talkers, what's up? Now, today we're going to be discussing the finals, the Indiana Pacers versus the Oklahoma City Thunder. Now, I'm going to give my thoughts on the final, who I think will win, the chances of who I think will win. These thoughts that I'm going to give are not based on any research. There's zero research in this. This is just me watching basketball over the length of the season and also me watching the playoffs. Now, that doesn't mean I watched every game during the playoffs nor every game during the regular season, but I do watch a lot of games. Now, how I think the final will go. So my initial thoughts on the final were that OKC is just going to blow the Pacers out the water. But I was sitting with my uncle the other day and we were just, having a discussion, and this just came to my mind in that discussion where I thought both teams have never been on this stage, and there's a heightened pressure when you're on the biggest stage. And what happens when this heightened pressure is there is that some players shrink or shy away from the moment, and some players puff their chest out and get bigger, more confident, more bold during these pressure situations. Now, so I say this to say that initially my thoughts were that Oklahoma City are gonna blow the Pacers out the water, beat them like never before. But now, after analyzing it, just based on my previous NBA knowledge and knowing what can happen, right? An example of this would be the 2011 Miami Heat. They had the best team. LeBron, Bosh, Wade. They had the complementary pieces, and they got beat. Why? Just because on that stage as a collective, they've never been there as a collective, and the other team was just more comfortable playing as a team. They had things figured out already. Now, I think the series is going to go maybe 6 to 7 games, right? The Thunder have shown us vulnerabilities when they played against the Nuggets, right? Both teams play the same way. The Thunder have better players in a lot of the most important positions, right? Because if you're going to compare point guard, Shai is like miles ahead of Haliburton. Let's compare, let's say, the defensive beasts that are on Indiana. The Thunder have better defensive beasts, I mean, the only place I see where the Indiana have an advantage is their second best player. Their second best player is Pascal Siakam. That's the only difference or the only advantage I see. OKC's second best player is Jalen Williams. And I mean, it's two different positions, but the weight that they carry or the load that they carry, I think Pascal is better. Now, I say all of that to say that due to the fact that OKC have never been on this stage, I think they have a mountain to get over. And just because they have a mountain to get over, because once you start playing, the pressure comes on. So they'll have to win to give themselves confidence. So if they lose game one, if they botch game one, it's gonna be a long series. But if they win game one, that doesn't mean they've won the series, because it's their first time on this stage. And I just think when it's your first time on the biggest stage, as I said, two things can happen. You can either shy away or you can become a bigger star. And I think OKC will be living up to the pressure and win this series. But I don't think it's as clear-cut as I thought before, where I was like, OKC is going to beat the hell out of Indiana. I've reshaped my thoughts, and I think Indiana is going to put up a fight And the mere fact that OKC have never been on this stage, that's the only thing that Indiana can maybe exploit to win this series. Let me know what you guys think. Do you agree that the fact that inexperience will affect Oklahoma City winning this title? Let me know in the comments. I'm out.